Join Kiwi for her incredibly well put together flute class aimed at complete beginners. There is nobody better to teach you the basics of starting to play the flute. Maybe. A small kind of, but not really educational project. Please don't take any of it too seriously. Hello and welcome, Lynx here, and yes, we are playing Fluting 101, or Fluting 101, however you want to approach that title. A little visual novel by the Art Veteran. It's, kinda nice name, not gonna lie. The Art Veteran, I like that. Apparently, the girl that we are seeing on the main screen is like a mascot of a YouTube channel, and said YouTube is Kiwi Flute. You know, given that it is basically a game made by that person, so YouTube linked in description as well. Basically, I've actually only checked one video, but basically playing some anime and anime-themed games, music on a flute. Seems interesting, to be fair. You could see like bass covers, piano covers, and so on. Why not flute? That is absolutely correct. So feel free to drop your own eyes onto that channel. And now we'll sit to the game.
Hi, Kiwi here.
I'm also not thinking that my voice will probably not like actual Kiwi voice.
You're probably thinking, oh, I just wish I knew how to do fluting.
Sure.
You are, aren't you? Huh? Well, you're in luck because I'm here to teach you how to do that. Welcome to Fluting 101 class. Why am I sitting cross-legged? Well, whoever created this prize decided this would be a good pose.
Cross legs are not recommended for instrument playing, by the way. What about recording videos? Because I do that sometimes.
Okay, let's start with a brief history of the modern flute's origins. Flutes are the earliest extant musical instruments, as Paleolithic instruments with hand-bored holes have been found.
Okay.
The oldest flute ever discovered may be a fragment of the femur of a juvenile cave bear, with 2 to 4 holes found in Slovenia, dating to about 43,000 years ago.
Damn.
But this has been disputed. In 2008, another flute dated back to at least 35,000 years ago was discovered in a cave near Ulm, Germany.
Is it weird? No, it's not weird. I actually know that city. Like, from name. I've never been there or anything like that. I do know the name. Now that I think about it, I probably know a lot of, like, cities in general because of my, at least in the past, interest in football. Now I kinda care less. Anywho. 10 minutes later.
And then the Renaissance period saw the steady rise of...
Seems like we might have fallen asleep. And again, 2 hours later.
And that just about summarizes everything. What do you mean that's not what you wanted to know? Oi! You thought I'd be teaching what you need to know in order to start playing flute? Well, you could have just told me! Huh?
Now that I think about it, also, dude, there might be a little bit of driving of the game. Because some topic might drive into my head. One of them being the fact that in none of my schools we had to play any instruments when it comes to like music lessons. There was some singing in primary school. Other than that, it was all basically theory. Same in middle school. In high school, luckily, music was not a thing anymore. But basically what I'm getting at, we did not have to play any instruments. And I do know for a fact that in schools, technically not in the same city, because, well, at the time, primary school and middle school, those were the only schools in said cities, towns, villages, whatever. But in the city where I played football, for example, in the schools, they did have to play flutes. I'm kind of glad I didn't have to be honest, though. I feel I would suck at any musical instruments. Anywho.
First, you pick up the instrument carefully like this. Now you've done that, you just blow. It should sound something like this.
Oh. Okay, you lower the sound of the music in the background. Nice.
And there you have it. Easy, right? Hehe, I'm kidding, that wasn't even human playing. If I left it dead, this would be a totally useless lesson. Sort of like those drawing tutorials where you start with a circle and get a masterpiece 2 steps later. Am I actually going to teach you anything? Well...
Kiwi pauses and wonders if there is any point in continuing to salvage this mess.
Never mind. Let's start with the basics. The flute comes in 3 separate parts. If it comes in more than 3 parts, chances are you've broken it already, so well done. When you first open a flute case, the parts should be laid out similar to this. Cue the projector!
Unfortunately there is no electricity in the building, so nothing happens.
Oh no! I guess I'll have to draw it. Let's see. This part here.
Okay, wait a second. There is, I think, a chalk sound in the background. Yeah. As if you were basically writing on a blackboard. I should have gone with music at lower volume like that from the very beginning.
This part here. Nearly done. Okay, here it is.
Alright, you can draw, that's for sure. Head joint, body, foot joint. Okay, mouth plate.
Okay, here it is. Now you hopefully know the names of the parts. On to the assembly.
Do I need to take notes? Should I take notes? That's, I mean, in a way, it's a good question, huh? I'm gonna take notes the new way. Or more like the modern way. When you sit on your PC. Screenshot.
Start with head joint and body. Line the mouth plate up with the keys. You might have small engravings on the flute that can help you line it up correctly. It's good to use a twisting motion rather than pushing it directly in to avoid damaging the flute. Huh, it's really stiff. You can add a little bit of grease.
I knew there would be a laughter, I just knew it.
Actually, just don't. It's not good for the metal. When attaching the foot joint...
Metal? I mean, I guess flutes can be metallic as well, yeah.
When attaching the foot joint to the body, make sure the stick on the foot joint points to the midline of the keys on the body.
Got it. What's next? Could you go through the assembly again? Just in case. Got it!
Ooh, it's easier to make a sound with just the head joint. So first we'll start with the head joint alone. Flutes are usually held with the open end pointing to your right. When I usually say, I mean always. Rest your lower lip on the plate so that around 1/3 of the hole is covered. The hole should be facing up towards the ceiling. Assuming you have a ceiling.
Yeah, I do.
Now aim the air across the hole, but not into it. You want to avoid puffing out your cheeks instead. Try to pull the corners of your mouth out, almost like you're smiling and actually enjoying yourself.
Sure.
I find the direction of air is aimed slightly downwards. Blowing harder won't necessarily make it sound. It's the direction, or where the air is focused, that's most important. If you've never played a flute before,
Yeah.
this part is usually the trickiest, so don't worry if it takes a lot of tries. I have little extras that you can try if you're struggling. Would you like me to tell you about it?
Okay, that would be helpful. Sure, let's hear it. Bring it on. Yes, I love you, Kiwi. Oh boy. Oh, that would be helpful.
All you need is a small scrap of tissue paper and a wall. Place the paper against the wall, level with your mouth. The aim is to keep the paper against the wall using your breath alone from a 15 centimeter distance. That's approximately how much air you will need to play flute. It also teaches you to focus the air. Now going back to the head joint. You can also experiment with tilting your head or the angle of the flute to change the pitch. Rolling the mouth plate inwards towards you or tilting your head down makes the pitch flatter, lower. Here you go. Rolling away from you or tilting your head up makes the pitch sharper, higher.
Here you go.
You can also cover the end of the head joint with your palm to play a lower pitched note. Once you're able to consistently make a sound with the head joint alone, you're ready to move on. What now?
Playing the notes.
Once you manage to make a sound more consistently, you can put the rest of the flute together. Finger positioning is pretty important if you want to be able to play all the notes. It looks like there are loads of buttons on the flute, but there is not actually that many you press. The left thumb goes on the key on the lower side of the body.
Whoa. Left thumb goes on the lower side of the body. Got it.
The index finger goes on the second key from the top.
Got it.
Make sure you leave a key out between your left index and middle finger.
Got it.
The right finger goes on the first key on the foot joint.
Got it.
Only the right thumb doesn't have button but supports the flute instead.
Got it.
You can rest the flute on the inside knuckle of your left hand too.
Okay.
Now you know the hand positions, it's helpful to learn how to read fingering charts. They indicate which buttons to press down for each note. If you're just starting out, I would suggest beginning with B, A, and G, since they tend to be the easiest to sound. This is B. Make sure...
Did you make... Oh, okay. You are showing this on the picture.
This is B. Make sure left thumb on the underside is only pressing the key on the right. The left one will make it B flat. Put another finger down for A, and one more finger down for G. Then you can work both up and down from those notes to expand your range. I would also recommend getting a flute book like Abracadabra Flute, which takes you gradually through learning notes.
Okay. Flute care.
Now, listen up, kids. The spit that comes out of the flute after playing a long time isn't actually spit. I'm being serious. The dribble that comes out is actually just condensation. You could drink it.
What? What?
What's that look for?
Oh, you know that I gave you a look for that.
I'm sure if you were stuck in the middle of the desert, it would be a good source of hydration.
Why would I play a flute in the middle of a desert for?
Don't tell me you've never thought of trying.
No.
Eh? You're no fun. But that works with the most important thing if you want your flute to last. Clean the inside of it with a cloth and make sure that there isn't any moisture on it before putting it away. I can't stress this enough. Unless you want it to look like this.
Ooh. You definitely would not want to play that.
Oh, yeah. This was, a friend's first flute. Moving swiftly on.
Sensei, why are you blushing?
Sometimes moisture might make the keypad stick and cause clicky noises. You can use cigarette paper to blot under the keypads to prevent this. No, this is not the beat to start smoking! Don't smoke! There's nothing you can do! That's worse for your lungs!
I mean, there probably is, but it is pretty bad.
But what do I know? I'm not a doctor. Remember, you can take your flute for maintenance checkups, just like a car. A regular MOT won't do any harm. Oh, it might hurt your wallet.
Just like with a car checkup. I mean, I think we know everything.
You think you know everything now?
Yes.
Ooh, great. So I hope you've been paying attention in class.
No.
Let's make sure the board is wiped. What's this part of the flute called?
Palette, mouthpiece, mouth plate, potato salad. I want to say potato salad. Mouth plate.
Correct, good job. When holding the flute normally, how many keys can the right thumb press?
Was it none?
Correct! Which is the most important part to clean after playing?
The moisture on inside the grease, on the outside the pads under the keys. Oh. The moisture.
Nice, you got it right. Congratulations, you scored full marks. I'm glad you took everything in.
Let's go! I'm better at music now than I was back in the school.
Woo! Now, I heard me pronounce you a graduate of Fluting 101.
Let's go.
You've reached the normal end.
Normal end. What's not normal end? There are 5 endings in this game. The problem is, I'm not sure how to get them. I mean, I might have graduated, but I'm not satisfied. We'll skip. What if we... You know what? Okay, this is kinda terrible, but... Let's... Is it the end of the class yet?
Leaving so soon? But... Did you get all the endings? Actually, I didn't need to ask that. I had to point out your shortcomings, but you didn't get all the endings! If you want to see the true end, you'll have to get all the other 5 endings first! Your ending count is currently 1! Do you want to leave the class?
No.
You changed your mind! Why don't you try to find the other endings?
I already know everything. Okay, we'll be skipping a little bit. Let's go. Flute care. Back. I already know everything. Yes. Alright. It's a... potato salad.
Not quiet. Anyway, next question. When holding the flute normally, how many keys can the right thumb press?
Potato salad.
No! That's not quite right! Moving on. Which element is the most important to clean?
Potato salad?
I'm afraid that's not it. Why? I'm really worried now. All you got out of this was... potato salad?
Kiwi tries to recall if she ever mentioned potato salad in her class.
You know, you should never play flute while eating potato salad. Potato chunks will clog up the inside and get stuck to the pads. And the last thing you want is potato falling out the end of your flute when people are watching.
He wonders what the point of teaching this was if all she managed to get across was potato salad. Okay, I'm just testing. Why are you disappearing like that on me? Plagued by these burdensome thoughts, Kiwi dissolves into existential turmoil. I'm sorry! Better than 4. Alright. Wait, better than 4? What? Notice me, senpai! Kiwi.
What? Are you kidding me? you share the same name as me? That name isn't even real. I mean, who names their child after misspelled Wikipedia?
What? I mean, but that's a fruit.
Oh wait, I guess I'm a character, so anything goes. But I still refuse to believe you. Just admit it. You put it because it says Kiwi in my dialogue box header.
No.
Huh? Huh?
Kiwi decides she doesn't want to associate with pathological liars and calmly leaves the room without another word. Oh. I'm gonna stay where I am now. You decide to just leave Kiwi be. Kiwi. Nothing happens. After an eternity of waiting around, you realize there is no more story down this road because apart from you, Kiwi is the only other character in this visual novel. Bad and free. Alright, I'm gonna follow her this time around. You walk to the door after Kiwi. Darkness. You are met with an empty void. Kiwi is nowhere to be seen. The creator of this visual novel failed to include any other backgrounds apart from the classroom scene. You stumble back trying to locate the doorway you came through. But you are met with nothing. There is sadly no way back into the classroom. Rest in peace. Bad end 2. Alright. I did this. Oh.
I have like a...
Oh, this is it. I did not expect that.
I have a little exercise you can try. Would you like me to tell you about it?
Please select one of the above options.
I have a little exercise. Would you like me to tell you about it? I have a little exercise. Would you... I have a little exercise. Would you like to tell me about it?
I click please select one of the above options, yes.
Can you just let me tell you? Why doesn't anyone listen to me?
Kiwi takes her flute out. And unleashes yonder remote, swinging her flute wildly around like a baton. The metal rod makes contact with the ceiling light, causing shards of smashed glass to cascade down. Cascade down like a rain, the sharp fragments clattering on the floor, startling the dog from its peaceful slumber. You know, actually my dog was sitting with me in here earlier, but after the first ending, he was like, okay, Lynx, I'm tired of you. I'm tiring of listening to you. Let me away. Anywho. The agitated creature leaps out from under the desk and runs around frantically, colliding with a bookshelf. Poor doggo. Books crash down from the shelves. Dust, undisturbed for eons, is released into the air like puffs of powder. A lone bouncing burner flickers in the corner of the classroom, perhaps a remnant of a science class, long forgotten. But not forgotten by the dust. The dust ignites. Oh yeah, it can do that. That's crazy, by the way. The room bursts into flames, and everything consumed by relentless heat and smoke. The last thing you hear is the ominous sound of flute as your consciousness fades. Bad end 1. Alright, we have all of them. We've collected all of the endings. Notice me, senpai. Should it be sensei for? Just saying. Is it the end of the class yet?
Whoa! You've managed to find all the possible endings? If you can't get it from my video.
From my video?
Right, I found the potato salad in the comments and I'll know.
What video? What? What do you mean come here from the video? I think I have no clue what are you talking about right now. I did not see any video. Actually, you know, I said that there is a YouTube for Kiwi, Flute and so on, but apparently the last video was 1 year ago. Still, you should check out this channel. Anywho. I think it's not about anything on YouTube for. that Kiwi here talks about.
I suppose I better give you some sort of reward for completing this.
Yes, please.
What do you like from me?
Give me all your money. Is there two endings? Nothing, just being in your presence is enough.
Oh! Well, okay. You don't know what you're missing out on. Anyway, thanks so much for playing. I hope you enjoyed playing as much as I enjoyed. Teaching?
He wonders if it could even be called that.
Kiwi out!
What if I say, give me all your money?
Ah! What? Is that a threat? Well, I can give you money, but I can give you a discount code for my store. Listen closely, it's potato salad. If you order anything from theartveteran.com, use the code. Hey, what do you mean it's not the same as giving you money? You should be grateful. It's not every day that the world's most bestest, wisest, most talented, cleverest, flightless, fruitbird, flutist does this. Anyway, thanks so much for playing. I hope you enjoyed playing as much as I enjoyed teaching.
He wonders if it could even be called that.
Give it out!
Ah, that was cute. That was a cute game. I mean, overall, like, the character over here that we have, Kiwi, basically, she's super cute. To be quite fair, you might be saying you don't know if you taught us anything at all and so on, but I had no clue what the pieces of a flute were called, for example. Now it's a little bit, I will not remember that, let's face it, but still, I, in a way, learned. In a way, I was also able to pass the test. So, I would say, in a way, good job. No, that was super cute, super nice. Honestly, I think I've said it before with some of the games and so on, but if you want to teach us something, you just get the games and create games, or, you know, basically like that, and that way you will get, first of all, the attention of people, especially younger people, I would say, and they will learn. They will definitely learn. To be fair, I mean, let's face it, video games were the way for me to learn English. Yeah, it was not about school. After all, I started my basically games. I maybe in the beginning not, you know, kind of went into the games with not knowing what everything meant, but somehow learned. And maybe that's why I was pretty much always like going blasting through English classes and so on. Anyway, Fluting 101, super nice. The Art Veteran, same person as Kiwi Flute. I'm sorry if I say Kiwi, but that's how you basically say it in Polish as well. But yeah, Kiwi Flute. As I mentioned, I will link you the YouTube channel as well. From there you can go further into other social medias and so on. As per usual, also the game linked in the description. Feel free to download it yourself, of course. Rate it highly with 5 stars and so on and so on and so on. I mean, I think that's it for today. However, while we are playing this little game today, there is also Braveheart Academy going on the channel at the same time. A dating sim, feel free to check it out as well. Given the fact that, which actually surprises me, it's not doing too well. Anywho, I wish you all a wonderful day, and hope to see you in either Braveheart Academy right now, or in the next game that we are going to sit to, which I don't know the title of yet. Bye bye.